Hey everybody, it's Lisa Campion here, Facebook Live in my office today. Hey, it's been a crazy few weeks here on the planet and on social media. It feels like a little bit of a free-for-all. I don't know about you guys, but I was sort of hiding. I was like stepped off Facebook for like a week and was hiding a little bit and it's been crazy with the election and the post-election hangover and that crazy full moon, which impacted a lot of people energetically. And it just made me really think about and notice like how we all deal with stress in such a different way, right? You know, some people are really called into battle. Other people are, more sensitive and kind of hide until the dust settles, right? So I think that this time there's been like this big disturbance in the force, and we all have a really different way of handling this. And it's been very overwhelming to highly sensitive people, to empathic people, to psychics and empaths. And I just really wanted to talk a little bit about how we all deal with stress in our own way. You know, in the energy medicine school, Reese and I talk about the profiles, and he wrote a great book, Discover Your Purpose. If you want to know more about your profiles, it's a really great read. But I think that this isn't like how we handle stress. What happens to us when we go into difficulties isn't a one-size-fits-all thing. It's very, we all have our own ways of doing it. So if you're, and I don't think it's very productive to criticize other people's ways or to get down on them if they don't handle things the way that you do. I think it's maybe more beneficial to appreciate and respect people's differences in the way we handle things. Like, so you super thinker, creative idealists, brilliant, types are really going to deal with stress and drama by thinking about it, by coming up with creative problem solving, by, trying to imagine, envision a way out, and getting very creative about how you do that. And the world totally needs that. It's really a valued and important way to do it. People who are high achievers, the achievers of the world, are going to jump into action. They're going to want to get things done, to accomplish things, to move in an action way when things get stressful. The warrior types are going to go into battle, right? And they are can battle for or against, right? And if you're a warrior, you really always want to check and make sure you're for something and not against something. When we're aligned in our soul, we are for things. When we're more coming out of a defensive or a triggered place, we're against things. So we need warriors. The warriors of the world create change. They're the change agents. They're fighters and warriors, and they stand up and they take a stand. Now the caretakers, people like me, who's a caretaker, team players, we just take care of people. So when the going gets tough, we nurture, we caretake, we, pat people, and people cry on our shoulders. And, that's a huge contribution. Like, it's not better than or worse than any of the other ways of dealing with things, right? We need the caretakers who run around and, make you a sandwich at midnight, or hold your hand while you cry, or show up to work and do, their job. And then we have the super sensitive empaths, the emotional intelligence specialists, who hide under the bed until the dust settles, because they're very overwhelmed by by the whole just energetic whammy of that, the disturbance in the force kind of thing. And then when they come out, they will do their part by healing people one-on-one. Like, their gift is really dealing with people on a one level. And we, as humanity, need each of those things. We need the brilliant thinkers. We need the action people. We need the fighters. We need the caretakers. We need the super sensitive, soft empaths. We need all of those people, and all contribute in their own way. Each of those contributions is just as important as the other ones. So I think it would be great for us all to acknowledge, to acknowledge those parts of ourselves and how we handle to not feel bad about it, and to acknowledge the other ways of being when you see it in other people, not to be offended or criticizing or judgmental if somebody is really handling it in a different way than you do, right? So That's what makes the world go around, is all of the types of people and all of the ways of dealing. We need all of it. So that's my big thought of the day. And I just wanted to say that I also, you know, my natural take on things is to be optimistic and see possibility and see opportunity for love, and I wish that for all of you guys. May we find peace and harmony. May we find love. May we find our place in the world the way it is. I love you guys. Have a great weekend. Mwah!